Hello guys, it's Terry here, and today we're not actually playing a game. What? Right, basically, right, what we're doing today is a friend of mine, which I'm not going to say his name, asked me, "Hey Terry, how do you play Pokemon Colosseum on your Mac?" And I'm like, "Well, it's pretty simple really." And I explained it to him, and I thought, if my mate, who's pretty good on computers, if he needs help on it, then I'm sure some of you guys don't know how to do it. So today, in this episode, I'm going to be doing a tutorial on how to play not just Pokemon, but any Nintendo GameCube or Nintendo Wii game. I haven't tested it on Nintendo Wii games, but I'm planning on doing it. But for now, I've only tested it on GameCube games, and some GameCube games do not work. Okay, and I know there's quite a few tutorials out there, but most of them are pretty crap. So I'm going to make this the best tutorial I can, because some tutorials on there are just either some 5-year-old kid that doesn't know what he's talking about, or just some guy that's typing in like a text document and not talking. So I'm going to make this the best tutorial I can. I'm going to make it as quick as possible, but knowing me, I'm not going to be able to do that, so it's probably going to be about a 10-minute video. So alright, let's get started. So there's going to be a couple things you need. And first thing is the actual application, and obviously you can see my hotbar down here, and you might notice this one, and this is called Dolphin, and this is the emulator for Nintendo GameCube and Nintendo Wii games, which I use. There is other emulators you can use, which is 64s, which is for Nintendo 64 games, and I've got Project 64, which is also for Nintendo 64 games, but this is a PC only, which is why you need that, but I'm not going into that in this episode. And this is also No Cache GBA, which should be over here. Let's move that there. No Cache GBA, which is for Game Boy Advance and Nintendo DS games. So with all of these programs, Dolphin, 64s, and No Cache GBA, you can play every single Nintendo game that's ever made, pretty much, apart from SNES. But I'm rambling already, so we're here for Dolphin. So first thing we need to do is get Dolphin. So we need to go onto your internet browser, whichever it is, Safari, Google, Chrome, Internet Explorer, God forbid, whatever that is. Let me just move this out of the way. There we go. So you go on Google, type in Dolphin. Oh yeah, one more thing. This is going to be for Mac, which I have in the title, so we shouldn't be getting any PC people here. If you are a PC user, then don't fret. This is a lot easier on PC than it is for Mac, but because emulators are generally easier on PC than they are on Mac, just because they are. So you shouldn't be having problems if you're on PC. But if you are, it's probably because your PC can't handle it. But rambling again. Right, Mac. So you type in Dolphin Mac. 2 words. Easy peasy. Top 1. Click. And I hope you enjoyed the tutorial. I'll speak to you again. No, I'm joking. Okay, and there's loads of different versions. Obviously, Windows is for Windows and Mac is for Mac. So you have all these different ones. And I know some people might have, I had this problem. I've been trying for like 2 months or whatever to get this to bloody work with everything, and I know I had a lot of problems with this, and I could not find any tutorials. But do not ask me how I found this out, but I have, and none of these actually work. What? Okay, so occasionally you'll get one that works, but I know for a fact that most of these do not work. So what I recommend you do is you go on down here to archive, and you go to archive to download older versions. I know that doesn't sound good, but older versions are in this case better. So I'm going to go into a new tab because I've already got it. So, and you want to go to page 8, and I think it should be on page 8, or you're just looking for a page that looks like this, and they all say build failed apart from one, and that's the one you want to download. I do not know why this is, but this one seems to be the best one that works. That is the one I'm using here. If this one does not work for you, it comes down to what type of Mac you are using. And so if you want to find out what Mac you're using, if you're using the same one as me, you want to go on About This Mac on the top here, and it tells you exactly what one you're playing in. So you can click it there. So I'm on 10.7.5 OS X Lion. Remember, Lion. I'm not Snow Leopard or anything. This is Lion. If you are on Snow Leopard, don't worry. This tutorial is still going to be able to work for that. You just need to my best advice is to just click and trial each one of these on the pages, and eventually you will find, if you have the patience to try them all, not all, but and try until you find one that works, you will. So I'll start from the top, but if you're running the same version as me, or you just want to do one that I'm pretty confident that works, I would go to page 8 and do this one, 3.0-458. So that is the one I recommend. So once you download that, I'm not going to download it because I've got it there and I don't want to waste time, so we don't need this. So that will come up in your downloads or wherever you choose to, wherever you save it, doesn't matter. So we don't need these anymore, and I'll come back to that. So you'll get this. Actually, no, you won't get that. You'll get a file that kind of a zip file, kind of, and you just double click it, you open it, and then it will open with this, I think, and you put this into your applications folder, which I've got along here. So you go on so if you don't know how to find it, you can go to folder, and you can type in user, your username, that's mine, go to library, application support, and there you go, and you just click OK, and you will have, this is inside my Dolphin folder, but obviously if you want to get to it, I'll do it one more time for you. Go to folder, type /users/ whatever your username is, /library/ application support. You do not need to put that in, just application support. If you do know how to get to your application support folder, then good for you, buddy. If you don't, then that's how you do it. And then I recommend you put it down here, which is as simple as just click, drag onto your hotbar, because you need it for such things as Minecraft as well, is it? So it's always handier and easy to have it down here. So it's their applications, and you just drag it in, and as you can see on mine should be in here somewhere. There it is. See, if you don't put it in here, it will not work. So make sure it is in there. Right, so once you have it, you can click it and you can open it, and you will have this. You will not have these though. Okay, and I'm going to get to those in a minute. And you'll basically have this, and we'll go through this all in a minute. Okay. So next, now that we've got Dolphin working, we need games. So this is where these come in. So first things first, before you do anything else, you start getting them, I recommend that you make a games folder on your desktop, or wherever you want to put it, in your documents. I don't give a shit. Wherever you feel you want it. So obviously I have Game Boy Advance, I have GameCube, and I have Nintendo 64, but for this purpose, Dolphin, we're making GameCube. So I'd make a games folder, put your games in, and here's all your my games. So not your games, my games. So where do you get the games, though, you might ask? Well, if we go on to this website called the sorry, that's my bad. Don't know what I was saying there. The isozone.com. If you don't know how to get to it, just type that in on Google. There'll be a link in the description. And all you want to do is, it's super easy to use, the GameCube ISOs. And you have every single, well, I think almost every single GameCube game in alphabetical order. And you have the navigation bar. And you also have this, and you can choose. Like if you know, for example, I want, I can't think of a game off the top of my head. Let's say I want Digimon. So let's go on D, and we'll just scroll down, and it will be here somewhere. And there you go, Digimon. Woohoo! So that's how you use this website. They normally, depending on your internet, can take anywhere from an hour to about 5 hours, depending on the game, the size of the game, how much memory you have, and your internet speed. All that palaver. But it will take a while, because these are not your average Flash games that you can find on miniclip.com. These are games made for consoles, not for PC and Mac. So it will take a while, but keep that in mind. So once we found the game that we want, for this example, I'm using Wind Waker, and I'm hoping this does not fuck up, because I have not tried this, because people always say, I'm not going to download it because I already have it, and I know I already said that, but I've actually downloaded this because I wanted this, and I'm going to attempt to do it live, so I'm praying to God this doesn't fuck up, but you want to download your file. We don't want to use premium because who wants to pay to download? Come on, so you download the file and you will get this page, and then you have to type in this annoying thing which you cannot read sometimes. Download file, and it will come up in your downloads, and there it is. See, I've already downloaded it. So here is mine, and it's right here. And another thing you might need to open this is a program called Unarchiver or anything like that. The equivalent of WinRAR for PC. They're easy to find. I'm not going to do a tutorial on that today because that's super easy. So what we want to do is go into your games folder that we made earlier. Want to go into my GameCube category, and you want to make a folder and call it whatever the fuck you want, but we're going to call it Wind Waker because that's what we want to call it, because that's the name of the game. So we're going to put it in here. You get your file, put it in here, double click, and you'll open it, and then it will start doing this. And this again will take a couple minutes, but it's worth the wait. And there's no other way to do it. You can't open that. You can't open a .rar file on a emulator. You have to open the ISO file or the Wii file or the GC file or whatever it is. For whatever console you're going to make. So you might be able to, I don't know if you can hear that, but my fan's kicking in now because it's quite a hefty file. So we're already halfway there. So it only takes a couple minutes. So once you've got that, we're pretty much there. And then after this, I'm going to show you how to use a PS3 controller if you have one, because it took me forever to figure out. And it's such a simple thing. I looked on tutorial after tutorial, and none of them work for me. Don't know if I'm retarded or if it's just the tutorials out there are really crap. So I'm going to be showing you that as well. And that's pretty much it. So, and it's pretty easy. I know you can use Xbox controllers, but there you have to buy stuff for that. You have to buy an adapter because you can't use the charge cable for whatever reason. So I thought, fuck that. Let's just use a PS3 controller, because that comes with a charge cable that actually works on this. So there you go. So once you have that, you'll sometimes get this, and you just click it. I've never tried this one before because I haven't used this. So yep. All right, let's double check it works. So next thing you want to do is click on Dolphin, and you can just open it straight away with that and play. But if you want to have it in your hotbar like this, so you can just click and play whichever one you want, you just go Browse. This is why I say always make a games folder. So you can go to your desktop, go to your games, go to your GameCube, and you click the file that we want this time, so Wind Waker, open, and there it is right there. One more thing I will recommend is that you normally stick to US games. As you can probably tell, I'm not American, I'm actually European. I live in the UK, but American games are generally more consistently working. I don't know why this is, but Americans get it all good. So if you're American, thumbs up for you, and you shouldn't have any problems. But American games generally work best. So let's just double check that this one works. I'm hoping it does. And you'll see all this text on the top. You don't have to pay attention to that. It just says, like, this is how it saves it. So it will save it to your thingy. So yeah, we're not actually going to play this at the moment because I want to show you the PS3 controller first. So I'm going to be right back, and I'm going to be talking to you with a crappy camera, hopefully. Well, hopefully it's a good camera, but it's probably going to be a crappy one. And we will set the PS3 controllers. Okay guys, I'm back, and now I'm recording with my camera. And I'm going to show you the next steps in real life. And the first thing you need to do on your Mac is, if you haven't already, up there you can see a symbol. That's the Bluetooth symbol right there. You need to have this on here. So if you don't have it up there already, then you go into your system preferences, which is that. Go into that, and then you go on Bluetooth, and you can enable it. Bluetooth. You can enable it from there. And it's really simple. So once you have that, as you can see, there is nothing connected. Nothing. Okay? So there's no way you can say this is fake. So now, what you do is you get your PS3 controller, and you get its charge cable, and you plug that in right there, and then you get your ginger cat. He can sit there and watch, keep you company. And it's as simple as this. You get your controller, plug this in. It's a bit difficult with one hand. Right there. And you'll see the light start flashing. So you want to leave that for about 5 seconds. So you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You want to unplug it again and immediately press the PS button, and it will start flashing, and then you'll see on here when my camera decides to focus, there we go, the Bluetooth symbol's changed, and you can see there it is. So I'm going to show you just quickly. Got my PS3 controller, there's the games. Go on this little button here, this is GameCube controls, and yours will look like that one. That one will, that's what yours will look like. You'll have all these buttons, which is okay. It's in this area here, which is alright. But if you want, we're using the PS3 controller. So what you do, once you have it connected, you click on this drop down bar, and the PlayStation 3 controller will be right there for you. And then you just click these, and then you press the A button. You press A on that little box, and then you press the button you want it to be on here. So we would want it to be X. So I've already done it, and you can, once you've got it where you want, you can save it, you call it what you want, and see I've already got mine. So once you want to load it, you just click it, you click load, and there's my buttons. And as you can see, if I get this, I'll move this around. See that red dot moving there? Me controlling it. See, and then if I press X, see? Okay, it's as simple as that. It's really, really easy. So I'll just give you a quick playthrough. This is Super Smash. And that's very loud. There we go. You can see there. Obviously, I'm not going to play Super Smash Bros. One-handed. And there you go. Simple as that. Okay guys, so I'm doing the last bit, my outro on the screen now because my shitty camera died. I'm out of run of battery, so sorry about that. But yeah, so as I was trying to say, I was going to... What was I going to say? I've forgotten. Oh yeah, I wanted to show you one more thing before we go, just to help you out. Yeah, quickly, because I've just turned the PS3 controller off, so I'll just use the controller for now. I mean, the keyboard even. Default, there we go. Okay, cool. So I'm going to show you an example of some games. It's not a bug, and it's nothing wrong with the emulator. You can just bear with it. Actually, no, you won't be able to hear the fan, will you? Because I've got the headset on. Whoops. So yeah. This is Legend of Zelda Wind Waker, and I'm going to show you an example of what happens. As sometimes ROMs cannot save, which is obviously a massive problem, especially if you're doing a Let's Play and you need to save the game. So I'm going to show you how to overcome this, and it's really cool. I love this little feature. Some emulators have this, but Dolphin is a really cool one. So it's a little bit laggy, just bear with it. Some games will come up with this and it will say, do you want to create a slot on your memory card? And you say yes. And then it will come up with the yellow text up here, and then this will come up and it says you cannot write memory cards. So how do you save the game, you might be asking? Well, if we come up here on the emulation box up here, click this, and we have load state and save state. So if I go save state to slot 1, text will come up, saving state, and there you go, it will say where it's saved. So if we come off this now, we go back on it, and we go emulation, load state to slot 1 where we just saved. And you just, so you know I couldn't have cheated there, unless I'm amazing at editing, but there you go. So that's how you can save games if it doesn't, if it lets you save the games like Super Smash will let you save. then you're fine. You don't have to worry about that. Obviously, if you want to cheat, it's like you're doing a really hard boss fight. You can save the save state, take on the boss if you get killed, and you got like an hour's time to get back. And then you can just go, oh, load save state, and you're redoing it. So, you can use it to cheat, or you can use it to save your game. So, and you can do that in game. It doesn't have to be on the menu of a game. It can be actually in the game as well. So, that's pretty much all I've got to say. I'm just going to set my thing back to the PS3 controller, which I can't because I haven't got it connected because I'm stupid. So yeah, just waited another couple seconds. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you got something out of this, and I hope I helped you out if you were wondering how I play Pokemon Colosseum, or if you would just want to play it yourself. But there you go. If you have any questions whatsoever, feel free to message the teamWitchCraft channel. I will reply to it as soon as I see it. If you comment down below, I will also do my best to reply, but I don't always get notified. It's Kyle's email that gets notified, so he'll have to let me know. But that's why it's probably better if you PM. But yeah, don't forget to like the video if it helped you out, and especially do not forget to subscribe if you enjoyed. So Minecraft will be on Thursday, I believe. So yeah, Minecraft Thursday, maybe Pokemon Friday. We'll see. We will see. So until then, guys, have a wonderful day, and I'll speak to you guys later.